out there who does not like paying taxes, which I'm gonna assume is pretty much all of us, this next account is one of the best kept tax saving secrets. And that is, hi, I'm Priscilla. I'm a former accountant and CPA. And if you're interested in learning about money and investing, you are in the right spot. In this video, I'm going to cover the 6 important financial accounts that everybody needs to have, why each of these accounts is so important, and which ones to prioritize and when. The first account is a no-brainer that everybody needs to have in their financial toolkit, and that is the checking account. But don't skip over this part because many people think that they know how to use their checking account, but in reality, most people are using their checking account incorrectly. The purpose of a checking account is to manage your day-to-day expenses and nothing more. So if right now in your checking account you have more than what you need for your monthly expenses and maybe a little extra cushion as well, you have too much money in your checking account. Your money loses its spending power over time due to inflation. Many checking accounts have poor interest rates or no interest rates at all. So if you want to maximize the spending power of your money, you should be saving any extra above and beyond your monthly expenses in a high yield savings account. Unlike traditional savings accounts, high yield savings accounts are typically offered by online banks, which have lower overhead fees, so they are able to pass on a higher interest rate to their customers. The main allure of a high yield savings account is its ability to help you generate that extra money on your savings without having to tie it up in longer term investments like stocks or bonds. As I mentioned, inflation is a huge concern when allowing your money to just sit in a checking account, but a high yield savings account acts as a type of shield against inflation because they tend to offer interest rates that outpace the rate of inflation. This means that a high yield savings account can help you grow your money at a rate that preserves and even enhances its spending power. If you don't already have this type of account, I highly recommend that you take some time today to open one. It'll only take you about 5 minutes, but not all banks that offer high yield savings accounts are equal, and there are certain criteria that you will want to look out for in your search for a bank. And I talk about all of that and much more in my video that I did on the best high yield savings accounts, which I will leave linked in the description box below. So high yield savings accounts are great for short-term accessible savings, but if you really want to build wealth, that won't be enough. One of the best ways to build wealth is through investing in the stock market, and one of the easiest and most accessible ways to do this is through your employer-sponsored retirement accounts. So you've likely heard of the 401k or 403b. These are employer-sponsored accounts that are offered as part of your benefits package, and you should definitely take advantage of all the perks your employer offers, but especially this one. If you're looking to save money on your taxes in the current year, your 401k or 403b are an excellent way to do this. Contributions to these accounts are typically made pre-tax, which means the money is deducted before taxes are applied. So this not only reduces your taxable income in the current year, but also allows your investments to grow tax deferred until retirement, which could potentially maximize your savings over time. Many times employers match a certain percentage of contributions made by employees up to a certain limit, which is basically just free money. And this is a very generous perk that can help you to boost your savings over time, so you don't want to miss out on that. If you do not have any other type of investment account, your 401k or your 403b should be the one that you do not skip out on. So far, we've covered the very basics, but for anybody who wants to go above and beyond, the rest of the video will really be for you. The next type of account you should consider opening is called the individual retirement account, otherwise known as an IRA. You can open an IRA at many of the popular brokerages out there like Schwab, Fidelity, Vanguard, and many others. There are 2 different types of IRAs, and it's really important to understand the difference between these two. So let me explain. The first type of IRA is the traditional IRA. And with a traditional IRA, contributions are typically tax deductible in the year they are made, and taxes are deferred until withdrawal at retirement. You can contrast this with the second type of IRA, which is the Roth IRA. So with Roth IRAs, contributions are made with post-tax dollars. However, qualified withdrawals, including your earnings, are tax-free in retirement. So this type of account can be really helpful if you anticipate being in a higher tax bracket in your retirement age, or if you just don't want to deal with paying taxes on your withdrawals in the future. Having an IRA is really important because it provides a disciplined way to save and invest for retirement. Plus, it also offers those tax advantages that we just went over, which can really help you to boost your savings in your retirement age. Additionally, IRAs offer a wide variety of investment options that you can choose from, so you can really customize your investment portfolio based on your individual preferences and your risk tolerance. And if you're wondering how you can create a customized investment portfolio, check out the video I did on the 6 most popular investment portfolio strategies that I will leave linked in the description box below. Anyone out there who does not like paying taxes, which I'm gonna assume is pretty much all of us, this next account is one of the best kept tax saving secrets, and that is the HSA or health savings account. A health savings account is a tax advantaged account specifically designed for people who have a high deductible health plan. HSAs offer a triple tax advantage. Contributions are tax deductible, earnings grow tax-free, and qualified withdrawals for medical expenses are also tax-free. Having an HSA, if you are eligible, is very important for several reasons. Firstly, it provides a tax-efficient way to save for both current and future medical expenses. Contributions are tax-deductible, which reduces your taxable income for the current year, and then your qualified withdrawals for medical expenses are tax-free, which will really help your savings in the long run. Secondly, HSAs offer a lot of flexibility in how funds can be used. Unlike flexible spending accounts, HSA funds roll over from year to year and remain available for future medical expenses, even if you change jobs. Lastly, HSAs can serve as a valuable retirement savings tool. After age 65, withdrawals for non-medical expenses are treated very similarly to withdrawals from a traditional IRA, so they are subject to income tax but not to penalties, which essentially turns your HSA into a powerful long-term financial planning tool. The next important account you should consider is the taxable brokerage. So a taxable brokerage account is an investment account that allows you to buy and sell a wide variety of securities like stocks, bonds, mutual funds, ETFs, the whole bag. Unlike retirement accounts like a 401k or a 403b, contributions made to a taxable brokerage account do not offer tax advantages like tax deferred growth or tax-free withdrawal. Even without those perks, a taxable brokerage can be very helpful for several reasons. So firstly, it provides flexibility and accessibility. Unlike retirement accounts, there are no restrictions on when you can withdraw funds or penalties for early withdrawal, which makes the taxable brokerage very suitable for both short-term and long-term financial goals. Additionally, taxable brokerages offer a wider variety of securities that you can invest in compared to some retirement accounts which only have a limited selection. So with the taxable brokerage, you can really customize your portfolio to your individual preference and your risk tolerance. On top of all that, the taxable brokerage can serve as a complement to your existing retirement accounts as a way to invest beyond the contribution limits of your retirement plans. I do want to add that there are situations where it may not be smart or necessary for you to invest your money in a taxable brokerage account. For example, if you have fully maximized your contributions to your tax advantage retirement accounts and you don't really have an immediate need or desire to have additional flexibility in your investments, then having a taxable brokerage account may not be a priority for you. Another example is, say, if you are a high earner and you're trying to maximize your tax efficiency, then investing in a taxable brokerage account should not be the priority for you. You should really focus first on maxing out your tax advantage accounts so that you can minimize your tax burden and potentially maximize your savings over time. Now that you know which accounts you should be using, you need to execute on a plan every single payday without fail. But most people are making 3 big payday mistakes that prevent any real progress from being made. So click the video on the screen right now to hear what these mistakes are and how you can fix them.